Some people are born more empathetic than others, but that doesn't mean people who aren't naturally empathetic can't learn how to be. It's also worth noting that even natural empaths can experience times when their ability to empathize is strained. Because of this, it's good to know the fundamentals of exhibiting and responding with empathy. Let's get started. One of the best things to do when responding with empathy is to listen. This empathetic listening usually comes after the other person seeks your advice or to simply talk with you. It could also happen after you've taken a more proactive stance due to seeing or hearing the other person struggling with something, or otherwise learning of a problem they're having. When listening to someone, show attentiveness. Make an effort to absorb the content of what they're saying, but also use what you know about them to determine any subtextual meaning. Also, look for cues in the person's body language to help you better determine their frame of mind. This is why face-to-face interactions are often best for empathetic listening. Physically speaking with someone is more personal than a phone call or a video conference, and with face-to-face interactions, you can get a better reading of other people's facial expressions and other body language. When you listen with empathy, it's also important to avoid responding with information that isn't essential to the situation. If you have nothing vital to say about the circumstances, then don't say anything. Talking things out can be a therapeutic way for people to confront their problems, so just let the other person talk. When people feel like they're being listened to, they often feel valued and important, which helps to foster a greater level of trust between speaker and listener. When engaged in empathetic listening, keep in mind any assumptions or implicit biases you might have towards the other person or their situation. Assumptions and biases can distort your understanding of what's going on and what the other person is thinking, and it can make it harder for you to come up with the appropriate or relevant solutions. Try to avoid both of these and simply listen to what the other person has to say. Here are some tips to help you listen more empathetically. Show appreciation for the other person. Assure the other person that the emotions they're feeling are a standard reaction to their situation and that any emotional pain that they are feeling is normal. You could also simply explain that you don't understand the situation very well, but are there to help them through the challenge. After this, you can ask them to tell you more about the things you didn't understand. And highlight some things you think are potential good responses to the situation, or praise the fact that they are seeking advice and offer further encouragement.